Hey everybody, it's your girl Rahima, aka Ra, coming at you live on this Friday, April 22nd, 2022, 2022. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I missed you all last week. I was out and about doing my poetry slam here in Surprise, and so I tried to show up and show out, and but I really wasn't feeling too well. And I had gone to the doctor earlier that day, and it was a long day. And the poetry slam is usually from 6 until 8, but apparently people arrive really early and sign up. And so by the time I got there, which was 6:07 on the dot, the room was packed, and I put my name. The first list was already filled up, and so I had to go on the second list, which there was one person before me on the second list, and the second list starts after intermission, so they do an hour, and then they take like a 5-10 minute break, if that, not 10 minutes, maybe five, and then the people on the next list begin. So hey baby girl, and so by the time they got to me, even though there was only one person before me on the second list, it was just like, hey Jamal, and by the time they got to me, it was like 7:30, and I was tired. I felt like I was gonna pass out right on stage, but I've found some new venues that I want to try here in the Phoenix area, and so I'm going to venture out a little bit. That one is really local. It's close to my house, and it's every other month on a Friday, like I said, from 6 to 8. The other ones are on Sundays, and then there's some on Tuesdays. And so I'm just trying to hone in on my poetry skills. My brother Jamal calls me the next Maya Angelou, so we're going to see. But anyway, so yeah, so I wasn't with you all last Friday. And but yeah, it was a good week. I hope everybody had a happy Easter. I want to give a shout out to my girl Julie. It was her birthday. I want to give another shout out to my girl Judy. It was her birthday. My girl Beth here. It is or was her birthday this week. Julie and Judy's birthday was last week. So yeah, a lot of birthdays in April. It is still National Poetry Month, and so we're celebrating that. So of course I have a poem for you. What else is going on? It's been hot. Today it's a little, I know, yes, I'm gonna say the C word. It was a little chilly. It was like 75. It's like 75. It's like 79 now. I don't know. But it was 100 degrees. And Jamal said, I'm better than Maya. No, big ups, bow down to the queen. But I learned from her, all right? I even put a quote of hers in my new book. But thank you, Jamal. But yeah, the weather has been just crazy. So people are trying to stay in and work remotely, which most people were doing anyway because of COVID. But a lot of people have returned to work. But just, things are just still kind of going awry. I think I'm using that word in my poem for tonight. And a lot of people have been reading my books while they were on spring break. People were off, like I said, from work. People were off from school. A lot of people that I worked with previously in New York, the New York City Department of Education. Shout out to Miss Eileen. She has been texting me. I didn't even get to read it, but she said something about my book going to, let me see what she said. She's going to talk to somebody else about publishing some books or a book for me, or getting my book, maybe talking about trying to get some of my work incorporated into the school curriculum, so that we start to really notice and acknowledge and promote, support Black, African American authors, and especially new authors. And so shout out to Miss Eileen, that's my girl in New York. She called me this morning. She's like, Miss Ra, I finished your book, The Life of Ra. And so that would be this book. And I know most of my friends, supporters, you all have gotten this book. It is still selling. So I'm still so grateful. Every week somebody calls me, if not every day, and they talk to me. And it's funny because I posted on Facebook and I tried to do kind of a blog. I made its own author's page. and kind of wanted to go over like what was your favorite part. Jamal, did you read this book? My baby girl Dolores called me. We talked about some things. I have a friend Bruce. We talked. Miss Eileen called me this morning. She's like, she finished the book over spring break. She's a teacher. A couple of my other friends and ex co-workers in New York have finished, and so it's still selling on Amazon. It sells out, and then they tell you, oh, we have to order more. They're doing some pre-orders, same as Barnes and Nobles. It's sold out, so I am truly blessed. This is my first book, and I wasn't even intending on it being a book. It was just something I was writing, getting some stuff out, but I made the word shenanigans come back, y'all. And every time I turn around, somebody's like, shenanigans. I saw you on Facebook, Jamal, talking about birthday shenanigans. So again, if you haven't gotten it, please go out and get it. Or you can go to Barnes & Noble and pick it up. Or if they don't have it in stock, you can order it there at the store. Or probably the easiest way is to go on Amazon.com, order it. You can get the hard copy, the paperback. It's on Kindle. The price, I think they are lowering the price just a bit. I'm not sure. Looks like there's some discounts or whatever. But if you have Prime membership, of course, no tax, no shipping, all that kind of stuff. 1-2 day delivery. Jamal says he's almost finished. And so I've been asking people, like a lot of people told me that it was an easy read, although it was emotional. My brother Hub told me that. Miss Eileen said that. One of my teachers here has said that. And so again, with not knowing what the feedback would be, I was a little bit nervous, but I feel proud and blessed that this book has done so well. And I want to thank everyone who has supported me again with the Life of Ra. And so again, if ever, you're on the chat with me, go ahead and let me know what was your favorite chapter, what was your favorite part of that chapter. If we're friends on Facebook, we'll go on the Life of Ra. It has its own page. Jot down something, go on Amazon and put a positive review. Let me know what you think, because it's good so that I know how to move forward with my writing. I have 3 other books that I'm working on. I'm just shooting them out. I am just shooting them out. And so speaking of next books, one of them fell on the floor. I'm getting down there to get that. But my spoken words, yes, I told you guys by Easter. And so this is my second book, and it is not yet available, but I have a copy, of course. And so I'm going through the final editing with my publisher. I told her, gave her the vision of my design, what I wanted. She had come up with something totally different, and something keeps popping up on my screen, and hey Malik. I told him, no, I want to design my own cover. So I came up with this idea. A lot of the words, I wanted a world map. I wanted peace, love, dove, hope. A lot of the words that I use in each of my poems, my spoken words, because I'm always out and about, like I said, doing spoken word, trying to hone that skill, that new skill. And I've always written poetry, but I haven't always spoken poetry. And so I'm kind of liking it, digging it, doing what I have to do to try to get more comfortable as my audience grows. But this will become available probably in the next couple of weeks. I will let everyone know. I will give you the link, and just be patient. And then I have a third book coming out called The Life of an Addict. It's kind of a combination of the first 2. I don't know why this thing keeps popping up on my screen. So it'll be kind of a compilation of short stories and poetry, using poetic language to tell the short stories. Again, so that's The Life of Ra, my spoken words. This is available on Amazon and on Barnes and Nobles. This one not yet available, but it's available to me. I do have some advanced copies. If you're looking to get something right away and you just can't wait a couple of weeks, holla at your girl. All right. So What else did I want to say? I gave all my shout outs to, like I said, Beth, it was her birthday. Julie. I want to make sure I didn't mess anybody. I've been shouting out to you, Jamal. I know your birthday was last month. Shout out to everybody celebrating Ramadan. And again, yeah, continue to support me, support poems, support poetry, support Black women, support Black Girls Rock, support everything and everybody. Just be happy, joyful, blessed, thankful, and do what you do. You know, if you have a skill, if you have something that you thought that you could never do, or something that you've always been wanting to do, just go out and do it. Find the time to do it. Find what you can do to make yourself happy. All right, because dealing with this cancer thing, it's been a whirlwind, as me and Miss Eileen talked about this morning, of how my life used to be, 4 years ago compared to what it is now. So you have to just have your mind right, your mental right, to keep going, especially when they tell you, oh, the cancer is gone, but it came back, it's here, now it's here. There's nothing else we can do, but you can try this. So you go to the research center, or you might need radiation because you've already tried chemo. I just keep trying to keep it all together. You hear me, Jamal? I'm coming home for my birthday. And yeah, so my poetry right now is keeping me busy. My books are keeping me busy. And so that's what it is. Let's see. I do have a poem for you tonight. I wrote this one last night. It is called An Educated Woman. I was going to try to put my glasses on, but I didn't like the way I look in them. Yeah, I don't like them. So I'm going to just see. Sometimes I don't wear them. Sometimes I wear other glasses, but I got some to match my outfits because you know how I do. So, an educated woman. I'm an educated woman with chocolate brown skin. I'm living in a world where I'm still trying to fit in. Remembering when there were signs that read colored only, sit here, not there, drink from this and not from that. Careful how you walk, you might get slapped. Still, today I wonder why things go awry, even when we do our best and we continue to try. We ball our fists, and not to fight, but to show our pride. A friend gave me a cue. It read, I love you. I smile when I see it, continuously reading it, thinking of other things like a flag with red, yellow, black, and green, and what it all means. Thinking about my favorite picture with shades of brown, thinking of my stature, thinking of my crown, thinking of people who held me down, thinking of past times, and remembering when I am an educated with chocolate brown skin. I'm a woman living in a world where I'm still trying to fit in. So that's my poem for tonight, y'all. Let me know what you think. For eyes. Tomorrow get off. Anyway, shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to my peeps, Jersey, New York. Thank you for staying up late. I know you want to hit the club, Jamal. Get out and do that house party thing. He said, "You rock." I thank you. Shout out to my baby girl, Dolores. Shout out to my baby Zaria. Happy birthday, like I said, to everyone who's celebrating a birthday this month. I'm going to try to catch up with you guys next weekend. And yeah, shout out to you, Malik. Thank you. Everybody out here in Surprise or in the Phoenix area who took the time to listen in, check in. I appreciate you. Have a great weekend. We're going to continue to do this 99-degree weather thing out here. I hope everybody else is enjoying some warm spring weather. I hope the spring breaks were good and safe. But I thank you all again. Happy weekend. Happy Friday. Stay peaceful. Stay blessed. Peace and blessings. Love you. Check you next week.